The word space seems to be very simple, obviously, but it's not, definitely. Why? Because even if we consider its etymology, we can see that in the word space, we have at the same time the meaning of the space, the classical space, but also the duration. So we had this word in Latin, spatium, and it means what? In fact, it's the arena, the place of the struggle, and at the same time, the duration. So it's a little bit funny to consider that the word, which seems to be so simple, has in fact already in itself the combination of space and time. Now, of course, we can talk about space-time due to Einstein, but for us, it wasn't so obvious. So I mean with that the new definition with space-time is in fact a return to the etymology of the word space. We can also consider that this word can be the foundation of philosophy. We can see it in Plato or Galileo, and of course Descartes. But with Leibniz and Newton, things are more complex. And of course with Kant. But the problem and the big difference came after the contribution of Gauss and Poincaré. Why? Because we needed, in fact, a geometry of space. It was obvious for all of us that space is, in fact, just an Euclidean way of thinking the world. But in fact, we know now that we have also Lobachevsky and, of course, Riemann. So at the same time, we can consider at least three kinds of geometries. So the idea is, if we want to create a well-founded philosophy, we need to consider this geometry. Why? Because it's an element, it's something which is more important than the fact of the space. So it's a way to measure this duration. So it's not only an opposition between space and time. It's also a problem of measure. We want to measure what? We want to compare what? That's the point. So to do this, we need tools, we need theories, but first of all, we need to consider that space is not so obvious.